Hello everyone, welcome to Conversations in Supply Chain. I'm your host, Butu. Today we have a student edition to get an experience of a student studying the program of Logistics and Supply Chain Management. He's also a founding member of Future Gen Supply Chain Forum. Join us for a conversation to hear about the event and what to expect. Hello Willington, welcome to Conversations in Supply Chain.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, I like to do my guests justice and allow them to introduce themselves. Please introduce yourself.
Okay, my name is Willington Kesebilwe. I'm a completing student in the University of Botswana, pursuing BBA in Logistics and Supply Chain Management. And also, I'm the founder of Future Gen Supply Chain Forum. Yes, that's all I can say.
Yes, it's a lot, it's okay. Okay, so a completing student, tell us about your journey with the University of Botswana, particularly for the program of supply chain. Why supply chain? How did you get to the program?
Hey, coming to supply chain has been an eye-opener because at first I wasn't planning to do supply chain.
Okay.
Supply chain is a new field to me.
Well, most of us,
Yeah,
we're not planning
because
to.
when I completed my BGCSE, I was fond of accounting, so I was thinking of doing chartered accountant, but then I came across to this wonderful field of supply chain.
Okay.
I did my research and I fell in love with it.
Okay, it's good to hear from a student's position this time around. Most of the time I've interacted with industry leaders and a few of the graduates are in the field, and it's only now that I'm getting to have someone on the show who's a student. Okay, so let's go to Future Gen. How did you come to Future Gen and what inspired founding Future Gen?
Okay, for Future Gen, I would say is something that was inspired by this event that I attended on November last year, which was called Botswana Supply Chain Summit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was a privilege for me to be on that event as a volunteer, as an usher. But I heard the good things that a lot of supply chain experts were talking about. They were talking about the African Trading Agreement and how it can benefit the supply chain overall. So, and then I was like, this is for industry experts, and even the tickets were high. So I was like, what can't I do something that is for us? The youth, the students, especially graduates out there. So I came up with this Future Gen Supply Chain Forum to network, to make sure that there's a room for networking between the industry experts and the
students and graduates.
Yes.
Okay, that's quite a good approach to it, seeing that you're trying to help your mates and trying to help them access the same information that you had an opportunity to access at Botswana Supply Chain. So we are happy. I'm happy that you are creating a community. I like to call them communities, places of networking, community. And if you look over it, over the years in our profession, there's not much that was done or that has been done in terms of networking events, particularly in Botswana. So I think one, Botswana Supply Chain, and then the summit, and then yours as well are gonna be some of those places we can look for as professionals to engage and network really. So tell us about the event. You have an event coming up through this new baby. How long has it been?
Like you say, it's a baby. It's only about 5 months.
5 months. So you have an event coming up through Future Gen Supply Chain. And like you have already highlighted, you want industry experts to mix or meet with students and graduates. So just tell us a bit more about the event. Who should attend, who should be there, and what are you hoping to achieve at length in the event?
Okay, first thing is that the event the vision behind the event was like, I want industry experts, graduates, funny students and students in the supply chain field, even the HRs, even government officials. That was my vision, so that they can come and meet. For the HR, I wanted them to come and now show us how we
Industry
needs in terms of skills, in terms of CV writing, in terms of how to tackle interviews. Because a lot of us, we don't know what to expect on the interviews, and interviews is something else. Yeah.
Okay, so you are hoping to have industry experts meet students and somehow tell them what to look forward to in the industry and like have them handhold them into the process.
Yes.
Okay, that's quite a good move. Who's gonna be speaking at the event? That I wanna know.
Okay, I will not tell you everyone.
Every speaker. Okay,
yeah.
That's fine.
So for the HR, the one that is going to talk more about skills, CV writing, and all the interview getaway. We have Pamela Coco. Yeah, he's gonna be the one presenting the whole thing.
Okay.
Yes, and then we also, since this thing is it's a youth event.
Yeah.
We also brought in a recent graduate who's working at Coca-Cola. Her name is Kesebilwe. So she's also the student rep for SIPS Botswana.
Okay.
So yeah, she's going to more like tell us how she managed to get in the field from school.
Okay.
Yes.
So you're a completing student.
Yes.
So we need to talk about continuity. How did you make your organization or that event such that there's going to be continuity and linking after you've graduated? See, now you're sitting from an angle that I need to meet industry experts. I need to know what the industry holds for me. And then when you've now graduated, are you really sure that you're going to be concerned about other graduates as you are about yourself right now?
I'll say that for me, I'm a big cat.
Okay.
So this event definitely is going to continue, and is going to continue helping graduates and final year students out there.
Okay.
Because the issue of unemployment is quite high in our nation. So this event is more like a solution to our field. So in the near future, I want it to be more broader. It doesn't have to cover only supply chain, but even other fields.
Okay. Let's get to the other part of the backside of the event, and that is preparation for the launch and preparation for the event. I'm sure there's a financial resource or financial muscle that you need.
We had to make sacrifices by now popping out money from our pockets, by contributing. Even the venue, we contributed some money to make sure that we secure it. Even though it's not enough, we are still looking for help wherever it is coming from.
Okay.
Yes.
So this is us calling for sponsors. Well, anyone who can be a partner, a collaborator, please come forward and sponsor the event. If you can be a speaker, be sure to reach to their DM and help them contribute how you can contribute. This is our field, and we'd like to see it do better, and we'd like to see professionals coming up, growing in the field and making it what it's meant to be and what it should look like, and also compete with other countries. So what do you think the industry is holding for you? I know that you were just coming from attachment. Is it last year?
Yeah.
Yes. How was the experience?
It was quite amazing because for me, my supervisors were so good to a point where they taught me a lot of things.
Yeah.
Like, I can say I'm able to make strategic decisions. I can do strategic sourcing and everything. Because for me, I was at the procurement oversight. So in procurement oversight, we are more on compliance and be in strategy, sourcing whatever that the organization might need.
Okay.
So I was in a hospital setting.
Oh, okay.
So
You were in the pharmaceutical
yeah,
industry
yeah,
procurement.
yes.
Okay, that's nice. Because that's what you've been exposed to because of the attachment.
Yeah.
So when you look at the supply chain spectrum, where do you think you fit? Well, looking at operations, logistics, or procurement and contract management, or now the procurement oversight?
Okay. Yeah, the interesting part is here. That attachment made me fall in love with analysis.
Okay.
So
data analytics.
Data analytics.
Great.
So from that point, I wanted now to venture into supply chain analytics. I began teaching myself the data analytics tools and what is really data analytics.
What is it about,
Yes.
and how does it help an organization? All right, that's quite interesting. I think for the first time I've had somebody highlight their interest in data analytics, of which I know I would say that's what the world needs as it is right now. We have a lot of information that we're handling. We need it organized. We need to know how it can help our organizations. So thank you so much for honoring the invitation, and thank you for having a network for supply chain professionals. That's what we're looking for, and I've always wondered how that will come to us. Seeing what other professions or other fields are doing for themselves, having great networks, big community. So I'm seeing it. I think there's hope. Now you are rising as a young person, and we have a couple of those coming up. It's quite been an honor to have you, and we'll continue to get tickets, right? Yes, on LinkedIn.
Yes.
You're more active on LinkedIn.
Yes, I'm more active on LinkedIn.
Okay. Where else can we get the tickets?
Okay, for the tickets, but there's something that is coming. It's a surprise.
Okay.
So, but for you to register, you can go on LinkedIn. There's a website on the poster. You tap on it, and then it is very user friendly.
Okay, it redirects you to where you can get your ticket.
Yes.
All right, thank you, Willington.
Thank you, ma'am.
All right,
Thank
any
you.
last word that you'd like to say to us?
Okay.
Could be about the event, or you just as a person, any motivational word or a mantra that you live by.
Okay. I'll say that all the logistics and supply chain students out there, you shouldn't lose hope. And for the fact that you shouldn't just rely on your degree. You should go to an extent of taking short courses, learning more skills to boost your degree, your CV, and
your profile.
Yes.
That's true. Thank you so much.
Thank you.